What's up, Mitsuru? Can I just spend the entire time sitting here next to you, please? Just basking in your beauty?
It's a lovely place, wouldn't you agree?
I did not expect this to be voiced.
When I was younger, I used to come here fairly often, but I haven't had the chance to visit since starting high school.
Fair. Can I spot whatchamacallit? Oh my goodness, here it is. What's that exclamation? What the heck? Check beach? Do I need to do this last? I might need to talk to everyone first. But here it is, chat. Ah. This little boardwalk. I don't know what that down there is either, but this little boardwalk, this is the place. This is one of my favorite locations in all of Persona, purely because of Labrys. I tear up a little every time I think about it. Hello.
I'm glad everyone's having fun out there. Our operations during the dark hour are taxing on both mind and body. You should relax a little. Rest up. If you need to take a break, the best spot to kick back is underneath the parasol.
Why can't I talk to you? Do I have to be standing in front of you to talk to you?
Here we are on summer vacation, but I still have to deal with Junpei's usual antics.
Tell him to get lost.
Help us, please! Junpei won't stop! Ah! Ah!
Alley-oop! Take this and this! Come on! Water fights are pretty much a given at the beach. Nice and cool, ain't it?
Hey, knock it off! You're taking this too far! Okay, fine. You asked for it.
Junpei, my man, can you, like, you just not be, like, a 5-year-old for, like, 3 minutes?
Woohoo! Thanks, Kirijo-senpai. Right now, I feel like I could die with no regrets.
Really? I don't know about that. I wonder if this driftwood washed ashore from a distant place. Come to think of it, Elizabeth asked me to get her something that feels like the ocean. Oh, that's right. We have to do that request for Elizabeth, and the exclamation marks are normally Elizabeth's little marker thing. Might be happy if I gave her this driftwood. Yakushima wood. You know what? She probably would be, knowing her. The waves that lap on the shore are sparkling and shimmering. Come to think of it, Elizabeth asked me to get her something from the ocean. There's a tiny crab walking beneath the water. Might be happy if I give it to her. Leave that poor crab alone. Don't doom it to a life having to put up with Elizabeth. That's a fate worse than death. What happens if I talk to them again?
It's a lovely place, wouldn't you agree? When I was younger, I used to come here fairly often, but I haven't had the chance to visit since starting high school.
It just repeats the dialogue, even has it voiced still. Watching the waves roll onto the shore is somewhat calming. Come to think of it, Elizabeth asked, yada yada. Some seaweed swirling in the water at my feet. Maybe Elizabeth would like it. Yeah, give her some strange seaweed. This is the same seaweed that Kanji used in Persona 4. I won't go into any more details than that. The white sand on the beach is so fine it makes me lose my mind. It feels nice underneath my feet. Might be happy if I gave her a pretty seashell. All right. I assume I just leave the beach now. I've gotten the stuff for Elizabeth. I've chatted with everyone. Yeah, probably. Seems likely.
Hey!
Dude, where are you going? They say never play alone at the beach. Wait, am I not supposed to leave the beach? What else am I supposed to do? Can we set up volleyball? You're leaving already? Okay, yeah, I'm out. See you later, loser. That's lame. I'm gonna stay a little longer. See you later then. All right, peace out. I'm pretty sure we did everything we needed to.
Even the food was fancier than I could have imagined. I've never had to think about the proper way to use a fork and knife so much.
I can't eat anymore. Not even another bite of caviar.
No one said you had to try to eat all of it.
Well, I'm sure we're all exhausted from the trip. Why don't you go rest up in your rooms?
Oh, are you not coming with us, Senpai?
Yes, I'll join you in just a minute. It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it for so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again, none of the blame is yours.
But
Two in harmony surpasses one in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group. You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
I understand.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That brings me to my next question. Why didn't you ask me directly, instead of using this trip as an excuse?
I'm sorry.
Bring them here, all of them. I have no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Dude, I just want to say, Mitsuru's dad is a boss. Which makes sense because, you know, great man, raised a great woman, you know. He's just really cool.
Everything.
There's a girl named Takiba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame.
Persona 5 was right. Adult bad. I knew it.
If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power, it was a time manipulation device.
It is pretty wild that Persona 3 all started because a dude tried to make a time machine. Sometimes I forget that like the whole shadow experiment thing that led to the Dark Hour, like they weren't trying to like make shadows weapons or anything, they were trying to make a time machine. Potentially even in a hot tub. It's insane.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur. With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Damn, that's insane.
Unfortunately, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal.
Chat, who is the voice actor for Mitsuru's dad? Is it the person who voiced Shinji in the original game? It doesn't sound quite the same as what I remember Shinji sounding like, but it sounds kind of similar. And I know they've been having some of the old voice actors voice some side characters throughout the game thus far.
In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. In fact, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that. It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
What's this?
It is Shinji's old voice actor? I can't believe I recognize that.
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
A video recording?
I can only hope that this recording reaches someone with a conscience.
Wait a sec.
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should never have been conceived. I'm afraid the damage will be staggering. At this point, it's unavoidable. But I didn't have a choice. If I didn't do this, it could have destroyed the entire world.
Destroyed the entire world?
Whoever is watching this, please, I need you to listen to me very carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. In order to end this, you have no choice but to eliminate all of them. I am the one responsible for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success, and so I chose to continue without objections. I am responsible.
Huh? Dad?
Shout out to Yuri Lowenthal, by the way. My favorite voice actor of all time.
You mean that was...
Father.
His name was Eiichiro Takeba. He was the head researcher at the time, and a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
Are you...
So that means my dad caused it all. The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died. It was all his fault?
Hey.
So is that why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takeba, I
don't want your pity!
Takeba!
Shouldn't someone go after her?
Nah.
Will you go?
No. Can I refuse? We should just let her be.
Please, just go and check on her.
Okay, well, I can't say no to Mitsuru, unfortunately.
I believed in him for so long. This is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little. You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
A few times? Multiple times people around you figured out that your father worked for the Kirijo group and hated that enough to, like, bully you? Really? I guess that must have been tough.
Yeah. But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong.
Well, he was voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, so that makes sense.
I received a letter back in spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though he said to my family, it was more or less all about me. And that only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But now I can see it was all for nothing.
Come on, cheer up. Yeah, come on, it's fine.
Sorry, not gonna happen.
All right, well, I tried my best, chat. That was my only strategy for, like, cheering her up. That was my whole pep talk idea. So, I mean, I told Mitsuru I shouldn't have been the one to come and do this. I'm awful at this.
Reality sure is harsh, huh? I tried so hard to fight my fear. this is what I get. And you know, I think maybe I was jealous, too. I mean, after all that's happened. Why does Kirijo-senpai's father get to live? I'm a horrible person, aren't I?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It is pretty horrible to, like, act the way you have acted to Mitsuru just because her dad happens to be alive and yours happened to die. Literally 1000% out of her control and not a single thing she could do about it. At least you admit it, I guess. That's life, baby. That's life.
Wow. I don't know how you do it. You're always so calm. Nothing ever phases you.
Yes, what happens when the main character is meant to be a self-insert and has no real personality.
Did you really think I could just be cheered up so easily?
No, but my hand was forced. The love of my life told me to come out here and talk to you.
You think you know me? You don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you just calm down?
I can barely make sense of all of this. I'm so afraid. I just feel so lost now. Just tell me, what am I supposed to do now?
You know, sometimes you just don't know. Take some time. We're on vacation. Think about what you want to do. It's okay not to know right now. You got time. You're like 16, 17. You got time.
Huh? You really are something else. Sorry for acting like this. I know you've lost your parents too. I'll be alright. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations.
Are you? I get why she can be mad. Kirijo Group never suffered consequences and still run the island. So, to be fair, a lot of the other people who are like Mitsuru's grandfather, who was like a big deal of making her dad do it, did die. So it's not like the Kirijo Group never suffered. Like, the group itself is still going really well, obviously. But also the people in charge of the group are Mitsuru and her dad, who are really good people. I'm pretty sure most of the bad people who, like, led Yukari's father to doing what he's doing died when they made him do it, to be fair. It is reasonable for Yukari to be a bit of a mess and, like, have a bunch of emotions right now, but what really annoys me about Yukari during this section of the game is still just how she unfairly treats Mitsuru through it. Mostly leading up to this moment.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right?
Literally, yes. Yeah.
I thought so, but still, thanks.
Yukari is laughing, though her eyes are red from the crying. Yeah, that happens. I'm just gonna stand here.
This is kinda awkward, huh?
Yeah, we should probably, like, walk back now.
Hey!
Oh, great. It's about to get more awkward.
Yeesh, what's taking you guys so long? Everybody was getting worried. It's almost the dark hour, so we gotta head back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I miss something?
No, I just almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Oh, come on, that's common sense. Even I remembered that.
You know, I've been thinking lately.
Dangerous.
Once you awaken to the power of Persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see.
Are you saying that with great power comes great responsibility? I bet you are. Junpei on his way to give negative help. That's a good comment.
We can't escape reality, can we? I guess we've just gotta stay strong, huh?
Yeah, guess so. All right then, let's head on back.
Feels like I'm being watched again. Oh no, my stalker. I'll head back anyway.